Hey guys, Vern, welcome back. So I want to thank all the new subscribers and all the dedicated followers that have helped to support this channel and keep pushing me to keep it going and making it better and better. So I keep asking myself, what would James do? And so James, if he were me, he would upgrade everything and try to make things more professional, try to make a better product, and that's what I'm doing. Now, when I started this vlog video type pursuit, I basically was into photography, and I started this as a photography channel. And if you know me, I try to make the best product I can make. If I'm working on cars, if I'm restoring something for a client, that has always been my end goal, to make the best product and to keep climbing, better. That's always been my end goal. Now, when I started the photography end, I was doing fine art photography type prints, and I had no avenue to sell the prints. So I decided to change and make a different venue, and that's where it came about, my Vern Philippines channel. I tried to gain an audience for my artwork. Well, that morphed into Vern Travels, and that morphed into trying to make really good travel videos. So when I embarked on the travel journey, I had bought a used iPhone. I have a good Sony a7R III, which this video is being made on. It's a phenomenal piece of equipment. It works great in low light, but you need a gimbal about this long. It's a $600 gimbal to carry the thing if you're gonna go out and do any kind of shooting. And that's really unrealistic if you're out on a bus, if you're doing video where you wanna kind of keep it low key. You don't wanna change the scene. You want things to kind of be normal. So I had purchased a $350 iPhone 8 Plus. I thought, well, will I be able to vlog with an iPhone? I don't know. But it seemed a lot more sensible to have a gimbal on an iPhone than it did to have a big gimbal in this heavy camera to look around. So that was what I tried. And what I found was it was such a wonderful tool till it started to break down and the audio started to go to hell. But what I also discovered is the limitations of this being an older camera. The cameras aren't as good in low light. It doesn't have as good of a stabilization that the new cameras have. And just all around, it's needing a big upgrade. So for me to take everything to the next level, I needed to up my gear, up my game. And so I finally broke down and I bought the 13 Pro Max. It's got huge cameras. It's a phenomenal piece of gear. So having the good gear will help me to produce an experience. I want you guys to have an experience. If I go somewhere, I want you to become a part of that. I want you to be immersed in that experience. I want you to feel like you're there. I don't want you to have crappy footage, shaky footage, bad audio, big dips in the way the light's changing, shifting, focus. I want to try to figure out how to make a really high-end product. And I'm not a videographer. I've had to learn all this stuff. When I started with this phone, I had only maybe shot video for 9 months, 10 months. So I've had to learn everything from the ground up doing video. And I'm ready to take my videography to the next level. I see the other work of successful YouTubers, and they have really high-end video, audio, and I need to step it up to that. I'm not in this to just do a talking head video. I'm in this to give you guys a real experience. I want you to feel like you're where I'm at, and that's where I'm at. I've always been at that point. I figure if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna really do it as good as I can do it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it at all. And when I restored my show cars that I had done for my clients, I put my heart into those cars the same way. I figure I want this to be as good as I can make it, and I wanna just keep climbing. So that's where we're at, and I had a lot of drama to get this stupid thing. When I first ordered this, I ordered this from the iPhone store. Now, they just launched in Asia on the 8th, and 2 days before launch, I noticed that the billing hadn't cleared my account. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why hasn't this been paid for? And I discovered that in order to update my billing information, I needed to access the account. Well, I gave them some phone number. I don't know where the hell I got the number for. I gave them some number that I didn't even know what it was, and I could not enter my account, so I had to completely cancel the account. Well, at that point, I couldn't really pre-order without it being an issue of, okay, if I order it and it doesn't work out again, are my funds going to be tied up? So I decided to find a store that had the phone on sale on the launch day. And that involved looking at all these places and figuring out, okay, which is the most strategic place? Where am I going to be just before it opens? And can I fly up the stairs and get up there before everyone else? And so that's what I did. I went to the World Mall, and I went to the back side of the mall, and I was like the first one at the door. And once they waited the last second too. They like watched the clock tick tick. I'm like, God, just open it. You don't have to wait till the last second to open the damn door. Just open the door so I can get in there. Finally, they opened the door, and I shot up the stairs as fast as I could to the 4th floor. I get there, I was probably like the 3rd or the 5th person in line. And I told them what I wanted. I wanted the 512 Pro Max. I needed that much storage to do this high-end video. And he looked down at the sheet, and there were only 2 of those phones in there, and nobody had got their name on any of them yet. So I got to pick the color phone that I wanted, the blue phone. I'm like, wow, how cool is that? So I just lucked out. I got so lucky. And that's the other thing. When you're traveling, your bank address might be one address. Your address that you have your card going to might be another address. And then your address that you're staying at for months might be another address. And that's another issue that I run into if I'm buying things online. Is there something that gets flagged? Well, okay, he's got this address for his delivery address, this address for his card address, and it creates all kinds of problems. So I try not to even use my card. And I was really worried for this purchase it would be an issue. And of course, my bank flagged it because it was a higher end amount. And they're like, oh, well, we're not gonna let this go through until you approve it. And then I had to approve it, and they canceled the first transaction. It was just a total bunch of work to get this phone and to get everything to go through. But God bless him, I had it all go through. And the whole reason I came to Bangkok was to up my gear and to get back into Asia. So I've got to get a couple more things. And this Airbnb is rented till the 20th. And I think at that point, I think I'll have seen enough of Bangkok, and I'm going to shoot up north and go up to Chiang Mai. Because let's face it, I don't think the Philippines is going to open maybe for another month or 2, maybe January at the earliest is what I'm thinking. So I want to do some really nice video up north. I want to connect more to people. I want to slow the city down. This city is so hard to navigate because everything is so far apart from everything else. If you want to go here, you got to go all the way there. There's an hour that way, and then there's an hour back that way, and then there's a whole lot of walking. And this city is pretty well worn me out for a while. Trying to get gear, trying to find the Cobra Canal. And that's another thing. I found the Cobra Canal. I found it today, and it's Saturday. And the thing is they don't race till Sunday. So hopefully tomorrow is the day. So I'm really excited to go there and to experience that because it's so unusual. It's so visually, audibly invigorating. I've been to so many places where there's just nothing going on. Everything's closed or there's hardly any people there. The energy is just really low energy. You know, if it wasn't for the few markets that I've gone to, I would kind of felt a lot of that, you know? And so to see something that obnoxious, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. And I'm going to make as much video as I can when I go there. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. We up the gear, we're going to up the game. In order for me to climb higher, I need to be as good, if not better, than what else is out there. And the only way to do that is just keep building my skills, keep increasing the better tools, and just keep working higher and higher. And that's kind of how I built my business doing auto body restoration. I looked around, I seen what was out there, what kind of work they were doing. And I looked at their work and I thought, okay, I'm going to do it better than they did. And then it'll just elevate me. And I was able to keep myself right at the top year after year because I kept climbing. And I realized that if I quit climbing, they're going to climb over me. So I'm trying to employ that same strategy with video. And a lot of people are lazy. They don't want to work that hard. But for me, I'm willing to do it. And it's really hard when you get older to keep wanting to learn the new skills because we just want to get settled into this little niche and not have to push ourselves. And man, it's hard. It's hard for me to push myself, you know? But every time I get a new piece of gear, I have to learn that gear. I have to learn this new phone. I have to learn how it works with my gimbal. I have to learn all the different things to become a better filmographer, I guess you could say, because that's kind of the standard. A lot of guys, they'll put out simple videos, but I think those videos can be easily duplicated, and in the end, those people are going to just get walked past because other people will reproduce that quite easily. It's the people with a lot of skills that never quit learning the skills that can get to the top and stay at the top. And that's kind of where I'm going. I'm going after the high-end stuff. So it's going to take a while. You know, anything takes average 3 to 5 years to gain those skills. And I've got probably a little over 2 years now between Click and Picket and this channel. So that's where we're at, guys. I wasted probably better part of 5-6 days worth of videos to go to all these stores back and forth and to find this crazy canal. I got on buses, and the buses would go the wrong way, or they would take me way out of my way, and I'd just be walking and walking and walking, you know, and then I'd get in a taxi, or I'd get on this tram, and it just, these big cities are really difficult. And this city, I believe, is like 40 miles long one way. This city's no joke. This is a big deal. So I'm looking forward to Chiang Mai, which is more compacted, more smaller. It'll be a lot more fun, a lot easier to navigate. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I miss the outdoor scene a little bit more too. It would have been nice to have been a little bit more in the ocean up here, but with everything so slow, it probably wouldn't have been a good value to you guys. So I'm going to try to get some night video in with this new camera. It's going to be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And hopefully tomorrow will be amazing. I'm really looking forward to that too, you guys. So that's it. Just checking in, letting you know where I'm going with the channel and why I'm doing a few talking head videos. I didn't run out of material. I just ran out of me trying to source all this stuff I had to source. So, all right.